You got $100 million and they get $100 or whatever it is you have. You with me? You exchange bank accounts with them. Do you know what will most probably happen? You will not know how to hold on to $100 million. You will not know what to do with it. You will not know how to invest it. In the words of Howard Hughes was, alongside with John Paul Getty, probably, arguably, the world's first millionaires. Are you with me? Billionaires. This is going back to the 1950s. So, arguably, one or either of them were very close. They became billionaires within a short time. So, people went up to them and the reporters asked them, how did you do this? How does it feel to have $1 billion? Are you with me? And Howard Hughes' answer was very simple. He said, ultimately it is only a benchmark. Are you with me? Beyond a certain point, there's only so much you can eat, so much you can keep, so much you can utilize, right? So they said, don't you feel guilty? There are so many millions of people starving all over the world and you have over $1 billion. And his answer to that was very simple. He said, if the Lord decided to take all the money in the world right now and divide it equally among everybody, are you with me? In the first day, 1/3 of the world would have lost. When he's talking first day, he's talking biblically, right? That means it could be a year, whatever, a certain span of time. Are you with me? He's just talking rhetorically. So he's saying, in the first day, every 1/3 of these people would have lost the money. Either gambled it away through basically wine, woman, or song. Are you with me? On the second day, those of them who still had the money would basically be robbed of it, cheated by it, done the wrong business deal, given it here, given it, don't know what to do. Are you with me? And by the third day, the rest of them would have lost the money through simply not knowing how to hold it. And by the end of the third day, the world will be back to where it is right now. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Yes. And what does he mean by that? He means, very simply put, it's not enough to have the money in the bank. It has to be a lot deeper than that. Are you with me? Yes. Because making money is not something you can pick up in college or in university. If you did, then every PhD in finance would be a multi-billionaire, wouldn't he? Everybody who's got a PhD in finance or commerce or international banking or whatever would be a multi-millionaire. Am I right? How many PhDs in finance you know even have $1 million? Most of them are catching a bus on their way to university to teach. Am I right? Most people who have a PhD in finance are trying to teach someone else. But making $1 million is not something that's academically orientated. It is something to do with an art, a state of being, a mental attitude. Are you with me? And if you're going to take it that far, it is wealthy is a state of mind. You either are or you're not. If Mr. Gates lost every penny he had he would totally build it up again. Within 6 months, he would be halfway to where he was before. And in 1 year, he will be better than where he was before. Are you with me? Because he knows how to do this. And there is no rhyme or reason to the process. If you try to approach a farmer, sometimes they can, basically touch the water, hold it up in the wind, and they know whether it's going to rain. Yes? You have that in Cambodia? They have no weather report, so what you do, you put your finger and you feel the wind and you can say, it's going to rain today. Yes? In Sudan, you can do that. Some people feel little pain in the hand and they say, my rheumatism is kicking in, so it's going to rain today. Yes or no? And more often than not, they can be right. And even the best weather experts in the world cannot predict whether it's going to rain today. They are wrong just as much as they are right. Am I right? The weatherman is improving in his accuracy year to year, but the weather keeps defeating him. Take a look at New Orleans right now. If they knew that the storm was going to be of this magnitude, would they not have already cleared the city? With all the technology and resources they had, they still cannot predict. Are you with me? And the same applies to the art of being successful. So, what is it then that is the essence? In our industry, the essence is service. There is no other way, there is no simple way, there is no shortcut, and there is no way to quantify this. You cannot say, okay, if I do this and this and this is how much I'm going to earn. That's not how it works. Are you with me? You basically look at it as if you are building up momentum. Are you with me? And you need the full momentum to complete what needs to be done. And there is very little that you can do to judge this. So you have to be, in essence, in a state of service, which requires you to be serving without trying to calculate. Are you with me? Serving without quantifying. Serving in a selfless manner. Service above the self. Hence, you have to be in service. And that is the essence of networking. To be in service. And when you take around and look at all these people standing there, many of your uplines are there. And they're serving you. Now, where else in the world does this happen? In what other industry in the world does it happen? If you go to work for a bank, your bank chairman comes in, what happens? Everybody stands at attention, right? Does he come and serve you? And yet, in this industry, there is no shortcut. You have to serve. You have to serve lovingly, with love, in your heart, not in terms of looking upon service as, hey, this is a methodology for me to make money. Are you with me? This is a way for me to make money. Therefore, I will use it like a mechanism. No. It cannot be a mechanism. It has to come from here. And there are all the other things you talked about, trust, integrity, love, all of these things will follow. Are you with me? When you meet a stranger in the street, you don't automatically love the guy, do you? When you meet a stranger walking past you in the street, do you automatically go hug him and say, I love you?